Hello and welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. I'm Gerkinman, and this is Resident Evil 4 episode number. And we just lost Ashley, so we're going to go get her back again for like the 10,000th time. Approximately 10,000th time. I'm not sure how many times it's been actually, it's probably more like 3 or 4, but... Oh look, how linear this is. So, as I mentioned earlier, the game does start getting a lot linear after this point, which is, I'm fine with. Backtracking is fun and all, but honestly, that's a really impressively designed environment. And you guys also a mix of industrial design, but there's a chandelier in here. It's really clever, I really like that. Well, let's check this thing. There's a note here. What does it say? Our plan. Because of that agent, we lost Chief Mendez and Ramon. Nevertheless, everything will proceed according to plan. Well, you know, mate, if you just took care of me yourself, you wouldn't have lost all these guys. I mean, like, you literally just had me, and you let me go. So it's your own fault, idiot.
What's the news on our friend, Leon?
He's not making it easy. The sample?
Sadler's got it. It seems he sniffed out our little game.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh boy, introducing like new story elements and new characters and all kinds of things. But we don't care about any of that. All we care about is killing everyone. So this is where the game goes. It's full action. It's completely linear. Very little by the way of exploration. It's all just about killing. You can hear the tasers now. Killing bad dudes with glowing eyes. Keeping things simple. The way they should be. You know, just opening doors, shooting guys in the face, just the usual fare. It's video games. So I just realized that the reason I'm getting like so much, I seem to be getting a lot more money per kill now than I was earlier in the game. So that's probably why the amount of money I have has increased so much since I arrived here on the island. And I'm going to assume, I'm going to get all game design talk here. I was mentioning how there's a lot less jewels and treasures once you reach this part of the game, and I've never really thought about it, but looking at this now, I think the reason why is just because these guys do hand out so much cash. It kind of makes the whole like jewelry and treasure system a little bit obsolete. You know, like it's nice hunting for little things, and I'm sure there are plenty of little treasures I'm missing in the environment, but I can understand why it wouldn't be a priority once you get to an area like this, where in order to reward the player for killing tougher enemies, they give you, more money. It makes sense from a design perspective. It's funny how sometimes you don't notice these things when you're playing a game, but when you're sitting here talking about a game like I am now, well, that changes everything.
Been a long time, comrade. Krauser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this!
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
You got her involved just for that?
All for Umbrella's sake.
Umbrella?
Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade!
Ada!
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
You knew each other?
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah, that cutscene. I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I don't understand why it needed to be a quick time event. I guess it was just to keep it interesting and intense, I suppose, or the illusion of being interesting and intense, but really it's just exposition. It's kind of an interesting idea, making an expositional cutscene like that into a, do I want to go down or up? I should check that. The idea of making an expositional cutscene like that into... I do want to go this way. Into a quick time event. Like, a lot of games haven't done that since, but at the same time, like, I fucked it up twice, which means I had to watch half that cutscene over twice just then. Of course, I cut that out because you don't want to watch that multiple times in the video. But that is the problem inherent to a cutscene like that. And while it's interesting the first time, dying in the process of one of those quick time events and having to rewatch it kind of breaks all the interest out of it. It makes it a lot less enjoyable. This, on the other hand, this is pretty awesome. I'm not sure if this was a reference to the terrible movie that came out, where they did all the Matrix, like, running through the lasers and things. I'm just sitting here to show it off. But, it's all pattern recognition here. Pretty standard stuff. Wait for this thing to come back up again. There we go. And then that. Wah. Yeah, he's pretty good. The old Leon doing fancy pants things like that. That's annoying. The way it's like, hey, there's a switch on the right. Press that. Like, why can't you just open the door? Like, have that trigger the event? Why does it need to have the? Or do you need to press the actual switch? That's not the first one to do it either. I do like this. You can actually sit in Sadler's chair, which is pretty neat little touch there. That's great. I love that. That's the little things. They're the little things that I love about this game. That and jewels. What is this jewel we have here? Elegant headdress. Oh boy. Alright, let's keep on marching forward. See where this takes us. Takes us to a load screen and somewhere that is nowhere near as clean or nice as that previous environment was. Well, that shouldn't be a surprise. I know. Oh, I know exactly what this is. I'm not sure what this puddle's here for, if anything. Maybe it's just there to look cool. Which it does, actually. Oh, that's why there's his stuff hidden in here. I never even noticed that. I kept saying there wasn't any jewels, and then I've been finding emeralds everywhere. I guess that makes me a liar. So what we have coming up here is one of the coolest boss fights in the game. I'm not going to tell you what it is, in case you haven't played it before, but those of you who have played it know exactly what it is. And know how awesome it is. And how much easier it's going to be now that I have the Chicago type. if I can get the infinite rocket launcher to make it even easier. So let's see if we have enough stuff yet. Probably not, but you never know. We might surprise ourselves. 2 more Adults. Oh, we're so very, very close. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. Oh my god, we're very, very close. I think I'm selling all my healing items. This is a risky proposition. It's not worth it. I'm going to keep the green herbs just in case. Alright. This boss is going to put us over the threshold. I'm starting to wonder if, like, maybe selling all those healing items wasn't a great idea. We can only live in hope. Look how barren my inventory is. The things I will do for a fun and exclusive weapon. What an experience this has been. I'm sure Ian's like fucking stressing out now because I have like next to no healing items. He already gets wigged out when my health gets low, so not having much in the way of healing items is going to be a little extra stressful, but that's the nature of the game. I'm actually really excited to take this guy on in such limited supply of items. It's actually kind of exciting to me, but then I'm a little bit weird, as they say.
Ashley. What is that?
Alright, so this guy, who looks amazing by the way, is definitely one of the hardest bosses in the game. Not so much because he himself is particularly difficult, because he's really not, but it's all the other things that are going on in the environment at the same time. So basically we're trapped in these cages here, and he is lurking around on top of us. He will do surprise attacks from the top, which are quick time event based, which are kind of really annoying. Although sometimes he just drops out of the... I'll just seem like that for a surprise attack and you can just lay into him. But essentially, we need to get our way out of here so we can fight him properly. And getting out of here is the tricky part because he's trying to do all this other stupid shit while he's doing that. So you need to flick these emergency switches and then jump into the next little crate hanger. I don't actually know what this thing is, like why these crates are suspended in the air like they are. It seems a little bit dumb, might be the best word to describe it. I'm not entirely sure why anyone would ever design an environment like this for shipping containers in somewhere like this. It just seems like a not smart thing to do. But hey, you know. Man, he's really aggressive today. Alright, so we got the two of them. So we got that guy there. That one's nice and easy. This guy up here on the wall. This jerk will leave us alone for long enough to shoot at it. There we go. Come down here, press that, nice and easy. Just gotta get out of here now. Got enough time to shoot him a few more times. Like, I don't know if the damage you do to him here actually adds on to how much damage he's taken in the boss fight as a whole, but anyway, it's a thing. There goes another one, we got one left. Alrighty. Emergency switch straight up. Nice and simple. Oh, okay, so that does work. Normally he doesn't transform until you get onto out of this environment. Like, that's usually how long it takes to do enough damage to him to convince him to transform into his current form. The fact that he's in his current form is kind of bad in this environment. I mean, like, it makes it a lot more challenging, that's for certain. I've never actually done that before, so it's kind of terrifying in a lot of ways. Okay, so I need to come back down here. I'm just trying to work my way out around here. I always get confused in this last one because it's a little bit Ah, okay, yeah. Come up here, hit that switch. 30 seconds to run back around. So if we don't get attacked by this dude, we should be in the clear pretty easily. One can only hope. And we did it! We didn't beat the boss, but we... Oh, I'm sorry, what I meant to say was, we beat the boss, hooray! Yeah! Down he goes. Wasn't that fun, children? Did you have a good time? I had a good time. Look at all this cool stuff we get as a reward for killing him. So as I mentioned, I love the design of this guy, but thankfully because of this gun, he's an absolute cakewalk. Super easy. He's definitely the part where you're fighting him on the actual. That's a big frame rate drop there too. The part where you're fighting him on the in the cargo holding area is actually a lot more intense than that part there, which we actually killed him. Usually in single player you'll be like hiding it here, closing the gates, trying to buy yourself time to like shoot at him. You'll lure him here and try to like blow up that explosive barrel while he's there. Do a bit of extra damage. He's quite intimidating, definitely. But as all things in this game, once you get the Chicago typewriter, is not so bad. Not so bad in our current state, that's for certain. But very few things are. Alright, let's get out of here. And where do we find ourselves? We climbed up a ladder so that we can climb up another ladder. That's game design, everybody. Oh wait, that's not a crate, that's a cupboard. What am I doing? Where are we? I've forgotten. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Oh, it's like... Boom. I like little scenarios like that. That's like a little bit of relief, right? Okay, so you just fight a boss, he's pretty difficult. So they put you in a situation where there's a ton of enemies, there's some explosions, and you can take them all out in one hit, basically, with next to no effort. And it's supposed to make you feel a little bit more relaxed. It's a little more satisfying after doing something like taking on that boss. Like, it's a little bit more of a power trip. It's the whole idea of boss battles to make you feel underpowered, or like you aren't necessarily all you need to be, but then of course I'll throw something like that at you, which will kind of do the opposite and make you feel like, oh yeah, I can't see a door in the distance, I need to find another way there. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm getting a cold. I better not be. I do not need a cold right now, that is for sure. Alrighty. We're going to go through a really tight little claustrophobic area here. Is it claustrophobic? English ain't my first language. Well, it is, but it isn't. Oh, I think this is it. I think we're in the clear. This is it, everybody. On top of the, it's Krauser saying some stuff. No one really cares about Krauser, he's a bit of a jerk. We're going to get the infinite rocket launcher to go along with our Chicago typewriter. Get hyped. I'm hyped. Well, we've already got enough money. Well, we'll sell everything off anyway. Definitely not gonna need that. Definitely not gonna need that. Definitely not gonna need that. Okay, let's... Alright, this is very exciting. I would love to buy the infinite rocket launcher, thank you. Shit's about to get real, everybody. Nothing else really matters from this part of the game onwards. Now we can just absolutely just destroy. Let's just get it out just for shits and giggles. This weapon will literally one hit kill, I think, pretty much everything. Every boss, just everything in the game becomes a one-hit kill once you have access to the infinite rocket launcher. It's pure. Satisfaction of the purest kind. So I'm not going to quite shoot it yet. Let's get somewhere fun to use it first, shall we? Alright. Where are we? Oh yeah, we just fought one boss fight, and the game, being generous as it is, we literally just crossed over 2 little parts of environment, and it's going to throw us straight into another one.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Where's Ashley?
Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
And let me guess, you got the last one.
It pretty much means you're on a tight leash.
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
So you get 2 boss fights in the one stage. That didn't kill him in one hit, obviously, because there's, you know, a certain amount of scripting and stuff that's involved in this boss fight, but essentially you kill him very, very quickly with this. Oh, okay, it's not so great in close quarters like this. This boss fight is actually, like, fucking difficult normally. Krauser is absolutely relentless. You essentially have to do enough damage to him just to make him throw a flashbang there to stun you, in order to catch a break and be able to collect these insignia things that you need in order to open this door that he's talking about, yabbering. I always forget my way around here though, it's a bit of a confusing maze of place. Yeah, the rocket launcher is not really ideal for fighting in here just because of the reload time, and Krauser, like I said, is super aggressive. He pops out of nowhere like that. And it's normally very difficult to keep off your back, to put it lightly. Alright, you pointed out where they were, and for some reason I always forget where they are. This is basically a repeat of that earlier segment where you had to find the 3 little insignia things inside the castle in order to open that door. It's pretty much the same thing. Oh, I didn't even see you over there. Pop your head back out, Krauser, so I can kill it. Usually, playing through this on normal, you would... Oh, he seems to be stuck in a loop of never-ending pain. So you can see he has infinite health, basically, until you trigger the event, which is supposed to... until you trigger the event where he's supposed to actually be able to die. So I find that's something that's interesting that these weapons allow you to do, is to find out which enemies, you know, where their health hitboxes basically start and finish. You can work all that stuff out through these boss fights, or through these fights, which I do find kind of interesting, that sort of stuff. Okay, where is that insignia? Where are you, insignia? Oh, there we go. He's getting a little knife fighty on us. Take that, piece of shit. I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, crap. Oh my god, he actually killed me. Well, I'll be damned. I don't think I've ever actually seen him do that before. I've certainly never been hit with it before. It's kind of new. It's not super keen on these time-consuming, like, little quick time of any cutscenes. It's just so damn fast. Fucking Krauser, go away. Nobody likes you, Krauser. You're a jerk. I'm gonna fall for that trick again. Oh, I fell for that trick again. Never mind, I fell for it. He has that, it's a weapon that, like, shoots mines It's kind of annoying. I guess that's what the there we go. So from memory, like, it kind of, because it keeps respawning, but it kind of forces you into a particular path to get to the insignias. It's not kind of like so much an exploration thing as it is the game kind of in a linear manner forces you to go to where they are through Krauser, I think. I could be completely mistaken.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella? To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
A psycho like you can't bring order or balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
Whoa, crap. God damn it. So just to make things a little bit more difficult, there's actually a puzzle you have to solve here as you fight Krauser, because the game's a bit of a joke that way. Usually actually the shotgun, I think, is like the best weapon to use here. I find that it makes things like a little tiny bit easier for whatever reason. But it's not like nothing too easy or anything like that, but makes a tiny difference. So we need to move that thing to that so that we can open that switch to get out of here. Because Resident Evil. Oh yeah, you can't pull, that's right, you gotta go around the long way. I guess, like, mechanically that's kind of annoying, but at the same time, pulling a statue would be a lot more difficult than pushing it, so I can't give them too much crap for that. I wouldn't want to fucking pull this thing, it'd be heavy as shit. And I didn't push it down far enough, so now I gotta walk around the back, re-push it. There we go, alright. This boss battle is pretty intense, I'll give it that. I will give it that. Alright, now let's have to go down there on the other side. Video games, everybody. Do you like the video games? I do. Didn't I come from down here? Yes, I did. From up here. Yeah, this environment, for whatever reason, I just find really visually confusing. Probably because I'm not too bright. It's probably got the most to do with it. Probably just because of the way it's used. Like, it is used in a boss fight that's kind of a combination of exploration and boss fighting, and then these things that come into it, and it's just got a lot of things I don't quite understand. I don't think it's poorly designed necessarily, I just find it kind of awkward. This guy's gonna hurt me. Yes, he is. I just find it kind of awkward, I suppose. Which is usually a bad thing, but I can forgive it in this instance, because I don't find it necessarily unfun. I just get confuzzled. Get a little confused.
Wait for it, comrade.
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
Oh my god, the frame rate has taken a massive hit. The frame rate does not like those guys, apparently. Aha, now trapped. And this is, I believe, where it all comes to a head. I believe. I could be mistaken. I have been several other times this episode. That's for sure. La 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 la. Come up here, collect that. Come back over here. There's like a thing because he pointed out at the north side, which I guess is up here. There it is.
2 down, 1 more to go, Krauser. We'll see about that. Witness the power!
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Alright, knife that guy in the foot. This fight's usually really difficult. There's a timer and stuff, but we're going to do this the easy way. Oh, it doesn't work when he's got his shield up apparently. I didn't know that. Well, Krauser, you got me. You got me, Krauser. I need somewhere with some actual space. Space is key. Good turn, and where are you, piece of shit? There you are. What happened to you? You used to be a good guy. Oh, I guess you've heard that. And that was basically the really short way of killing Krauser. Someone who is usually very difficult to beat. And we just absolutely steamrolled him. Like I said, the infinite rocket launcher pretty much kills everyone in a single hit, so nice and easy. And let's come through here. Pieces are missing. Yeah, well, no shit. I guess you can't combine them because they all go in separate parts, but it's just like, come on. Does this really need to take this long to do? It shouldn't. But it did anyway. And that's the end of the episode, so I hope you had a good time. There were some explosions, they were great. And I think the next episode might be the final episode in the game. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. I know we're getting close, so I hope you'll join me for that. And you have yourself a great day. Hey? Yeah.